discuss the chapter number 4 from unit 2nd, that is sorting material, sorting materials into groups. What is the name? Sorting material into groups. Lesson number 4. So first is classification of materials. What? Classification of materials. So just look at me. I have two things in my hand. First, second. Just see carefully. What is this? This is the first thing, which generally we call duster. Am I right? Second, what is this? Yes, a stone-like structure. What we call them? Paperweight? Yes, this one and this one. Why? These are the same? No. How you understood? These two things are completely different. First, yes, by the color. Very good. This one is the yellow white. Which one is a different one? By the shape. This is rectangle. This is something different one. Round will be oval shape. Yes. So how would you understood these two things are different? Yes, by their shape, by their color, by their size, and one another thing, which is this duster is made by wood, means it is wooden, and this is the made by glass. Am I right? So these two things are different. It indicates there are various criteria to classify these things. Means by the shape you identify, you classify them by their color, by their properties, by their shape. Each and everything, every criteria is important for the classification of matter. What means by matter? Anyone? Yes? What means by matter? What means by material? What means by classification? What means by classification? So we should discuss these three things one by one. First, classification. What means by classification? Grouping things together. What is it? Grouping things together on the basis of some criteria or some certain characters, certain similarities some similar properties is classification. See, for one mark definition is very important. Grouping things together on the basis of some certain similar properties is called a classification. Let me explain. In my hand there are some chalks. If you clearly see, I have 5 chalks in my hand. See, this is the first, second, third, fourth and fifth. All 5 are equal? No. All 5 are different ones. How do you understand they are different? But all are chalks. Means they much shape. It is very small, again small, large, little bit small, and this one. So by their shape you group them. Am I right? See, these two chalks are exactly similar. See, check the shape. Both are equal. Color is same. Their material means their chalk powder is same. So these two having many similar properties. That's why you easily separate them from this. Am I right? I collect them. I make them group. This grouping is called as classification. Am I right? You understood? Grouping means you find out, you sorted them, you collect the similar one and you classify them. Is that clear? This is nothing but the classification. So on the earth, many living organisms are present. All are equal? All are same? No. Plants are there. Animals are there. Small unicellular organisms are there. Humans are there. Animals, various kinds of plants are there. Birds are there. Small insects, butterflies are there. So a variety of things are present on the earth. So according to their similarity, we separate them, we can classify them. And for this separation, we want some similar characters. Is that clear to you? Any doubt? In front of you, I am here. I am the different one because my shape is different one, my color is different, my sari color is different one, blackboard color is different one. So you can easily understand. This one is the black, this one is the blue color, chalk color are different. So these things are completely different. Means you just classify them, you grouping them. Am I right? This is nothing but the classification. Is that clear to you? Any doubt? Okay, next part. Classification of materials on the basis of some common properties. Which are the common properties? Now we have to discuss. The first things, some are natural things. Some are man-made, means artificial. So first, natural and man-made properties. See, plants are natural, okay? So according to their shape, their color, their flowering arrangement, their scent, their medicinal value, we can easily classify them. And man-made means made by man, artificial things having their different color, different shape, different textures. This also helps you to classify them. Is that clear? Okay. So right now, for helping to classify, there are two main characters, two main definitions. First is mass and second is volume. Mass and volume. What means by mass? Yes. Mass is the amount of substance that something contains. Means amount of substance. Amount of substance. See, suppose this is the one chalk, okay, and the weight of this chalk is 23 grams. Suppose, means this much amount of chalk powder is present in this shape. That's why it's the mass of this much is 23 grams. Is that clear? How much amount of something is present on it? Amount of substance. This chalk is made up by chalk powder, so it contains No, both chalks are unequal because my left hand having little bit more weight mass and right hand is little bit having little bit less mass as compared to this. So it is heavy. It is not heavy because it has a less mass. It has more mass. That's why I easily identify, I easily classify them. That's why it is much important property. So by the mass you can easily classify them. Second and most important thing, volume. What is the volume? The amount of space occupied. See, amount of space occupied by a particular thing. Amount of space means, see, I have this chalk and this will be here. See, this much space is occupied by this chalk. This space we considered as a volume. See, like this. This chalk is here. This much space is needed for this chalk to hold it like this, and this space is we generally considered as a volume. See, mass and volumes are the two different things. Mass means amount of substance. It's heavy or not heavy and lightweighted. Second, volume means how much space they occupy, like this. This much space they want, this much the volume of that particular chalk. Is that clear to you?